So, people are really upset about Season 3 of One Punch Man. Like, really upset. So I figured now would be a perfect time to take out some anger on Saitama, especially since I haven't played tabs in 5 months or made a video in like 5 months. Sorry, I'm back. Maybe, just maybe we'll find a way to kill this stupid and possibly strong Saitama in this game. So for those of you that don't know, this game is totally accurate battle simulator, and it's a cute little battle simulator game where you can make armies fight armies with the funniest, goofiest physics you've ever seen in your life. Now sadly, this game has stopped being updated a long time ago, with the modding community being the only thing keeping it alive. And luckily for us, it was that very modding community that made One Punch Man. And yes, they made him as disgustingly strong and overpowered as you'd imagine. He is capable of great speed, massive punching ability, and don't get me started when he started using consecutive normal punches, which he didn't even need to use there because the units are so weak. Fine then, we will just add even more units. As I was saying, Saitama likes to use consecutive normal punches from time to time. There it goes. Look at all the numbers, look at all the damage. The One Punch Man is very anime accurate. And my favorite, oh my favorite, if he happens to be far enough away, well then he takes things a little bit more seriously with a super serious punch, wiping out entire armies. And did I mention he's pretty much immortal? Like really close to immortal in this game? So it is up to us to figure out a way to defeat and destroy the One Punch Man. And I've downloaded many mods to try and do it. How about this damage mod right here, so we can see just how much damage we're inflicting on him, as well as various gods to try and throw at him. You've got laser rifles and laser weapons, random units like Omni-Man, and so much more. And for your viewing pleasure, let me just demonstrate how big of an army he can destroy. Line up the squires. After that, we're gonna line up the armored knights. In the back, we're gonna put multiple catapults. And in front of them, we're gonna put multiple archers. In the very front, let's put a big shield wall of shield bearers. And behind the knights, a row of hoplites. Over on this side, I'm gonna add a few Minotaur, and then on this side, a few Minotaur. We're looking at more than 200 units, and Saitama, as you can guess, is going to mop the floor with all of them. The entire middle of his army is blasted away. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be this little shield bearer right now. He's the first to die. He's gone. He just evaporated. He got disintegrated. The One Punch Man, in no more than, I don't know, probably 30 seconds, is going to work his way through this entire army, work his way through this entire battlefield, killed every Minotaur, every catapult, every archer, and every literal thing. And the super serious punch, super serious, oh my god, a few archers somehow survived the super serious punch. This is why we need mods. This is why we need gods. This is why we need everything and anything we can get our hands on to defeat the One Punch Man. But no, for your viewing pleasure, we're actually going to start with one of the more powerful things in nature. We're going to start with a black hole. Because yes, in totally accurate battle simulator, there are black holes. And the funny thing, Saitama, is that it's not even a mod, it's baked into the game. If we go to the settings and go to the DLC bugs section, there's a little itsy bitsy thing where halflings turn into black holes. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. Halflings. Hobbits. Hobbits is Frodo Baggins, if you will. So we're gonna make sure that this is turned on, and then we can come over here and drop a hobbit, 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 drop a hobbit. Now what's gonna happen is immediately the hobbits are gonna turn into black holes, which means that everybody on blue team is dead and Saitama automatically wins. So we need to be a little creative with this. We will keep our hobbits there, but towards the back, I'm gonna come over here and grab a little something. We're gonna grab Larry the Potion Seller. For those of you who are new, this is Larry the Potion Seller, who is now being surrounded by the sun. He is my best friend in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, and I do my best to save him at all costs, which means I'm going to need my debug tools. And now we will start the fight. I will come over here, use my grab tool, and we're just gonna pick up lovely Larry by the head. Okay, Larry, gotcha. And now Saitama is going to approach those halflings, and then teleport across the field and destroy Larry. Okay, maybe we just need more halflings to instantly trap Saitama, and maybe the One Punch Man can get a little bit closer. Let's try this again. Have to keep Larry alive. Yoink. Come into the sky, Larry. Saitama just punched the hobbits. He punched the hobbits. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's teleporting. I gotta lure him to the black hole. Get back here. No, Saitama, come over here and come to the black holes. Get away from Larry and get trapped in the black hole, Saitama. He's literally chasing me right now. If I keep moving, One Punch Man will never punch Larry. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, he's in. Saitama is in the black hole, but continuing to teleport out of the black hole. Look at that. How is he doing that? Somehow the One Punch Man is able to move so fast he can teleport to Larry out of a black hole, and he fell to his doom off the map. So clearly, Saitama can just literally leave a black hole by wanting to move faster. How do you do that? Black holes aren't gonna work. I wanna escalate this. Let's throw Saitama down over here. I'm gonna use some of my units. I've created a bunch of units, well, months ago. How about Vigilante Deku and his friend Bakugo, as well as All Might and Todoroki Shoto. By the way, I am officially caught up watching My Hero. I am now caught up and I hate it. I hate waiting for episodes. Maybe the My Hero guys can kill Saitama, can defeat the One Punch Man as everyone uses their abilities all at once. No. A single Super Series punch dealt 49,000 and 50,000 damage and came over here and destroyed my units. Oh, 17,000, 254,000. That's like all of All Might's HP. Okay, maybe it's not the My Hero guys. Let's escalate to different guys. How about Sung Jinwoo, Igris, the Blood Red, Beru, the Ant King, Iron, Tusk, Igris, the Shadow, and Bellion, the Servant of Ashbourne. Solo leveling, one of my favorite animes of all time. I was reading the manga for a long time, so I made a bunch of solo leveling units. Can the solo leveling crew do anything to Saitama? Bellion charging in immediately as Sung Jinwoo tried to teleport behind and stab. One Punch Man, 95,000, 7,000 damage. Oh, this is not looking good. There's a 14, a 54, a 21. There's so much damage here. And even Tusk got one punched into the sky. Saitama is too strong. Saitama is overpowered. Saitama is unfair. This sucks. I don't like fighting Saitama. Defeating him is impossible. It's improbable. It's unlikely. But there must be a way somewhere. What about Ichigo's final Getsuga Tensho? He defeated Aizen with this getup, with these abilities. And it's probably going to be a one punch. A one punch every single time. Every single time. So all the creations I've made clearly failed to defeat the One Punch Man. But what he doesn't realize is I have something up my sleeve. Because I am God in this game. The strongest. And thanks to the DLC bugs panel, I have access to god powers. So let me just shove some units over here, nice and safe. And then obviously some distraction bars for him to fight. But as you can see, I have access to projectiles such as bomb cannons and oh, so much more. And I wasn't kidding, like there are so many in here, especially because of mods. It's insane. So maybe you were wondering how much damage an axe could deal to the face of Saitama if I just spawn the axe into the play and hit him in the head. There was no damage number. Hold on. If I axe this blue Bard a question, do I get a Excuse me, Bard, I'm trying to I can't test these things. Let me try to axe this Bard a question right in his face and see if I can get some damage numbers, 250. And then I come over here, I should be hitting him for 250, and there's no damage numbers. Why do you not take damage? Are you that protected by plot armor? Well, fine then. Fine. This is what we're going to do. We're just going to paint you a pretty little picture, Saitama. If you're watching and you look down at the grass, see the shadows in the grass? Do you know what those are? Those are rockets coming down and exploding on Saitama, and there's no damage numbers. In fact, the explosion's killing my own bards and not stopping Saitama. Yeah, none of this went according to plan. And now Saitama's over there killing my other friends. Yeah. This is quite the revelation. We have realized that Mr. Saitama doesn't take damage. Again, I can shoot this little guy in the brain, and he got launched into outer space. Can I do the same thing to Saitama? If I shoot enough of these bullets at Saitama, Can I send him flying? It went right through him. It's almost like he farted out an explosion. I need more power than that. Now, if damage is not the way to kill Saitama, can I pick him up and drag him off the map? Where does it just grab his stupid little head and where's my hand? I think he's over here with my hand still attached to him. I have the hand of, it's right there. I have him, but literally he has me instead, and he's taking my hand for a ride, completely ignoring the hand of God. I could use invert gravity to make everyone float into the sky, but Saitama can literally teleport. And again, he's over there fighting all of my floating bards. Look, the bards are in the sky, and Saitama doesn't care. He's flying around. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work in the slightest. So we need to kill Saitama, and grabbing him and inverting gravity is not going to work. Now this device right here is called a Ballista bolt. You can guess what it does. Imagine being hit by a Ballista bolt. It sends people flying. Now imagine being hit by many Ballista bolts, like, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50. It sends people, like, see that dot? Do you see it? Do you see this tiny little smudge? This right here is a bard. And that bard is all the way over there. That bard's actually in outer space. That bard left the atmosphere. And you're probably thinking to yourself, Crow, you're gonna send Saitama out into the atmosphere. Joke's on you. I don't think that's gonna happen. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of these Ballista bolts, and they hit him, and he doesn't care. So then you're thinking, maybe if you shoot him in the groin, maybe he'll start to care. And you take the Ballista bolts and you hit him on the groin, and he doesn't care. It barely moves him, but as you can tell, it may barely move him, but he does stop moving. If you see, he's not attacking. Okay, now he's starting to lunge forward. Maybe I can stop his momentum, hitting him directly in the torso with just the most obnoxious amount of these Ballista bolts you've ever seen in your life. In fact, I'm talking right now and continuing to talk right now to demonstrate that even to this moment, I'm continuing to hold down the button to place countless Ballista bolts in the battlefield, all in one teeny tiny specific location. There has to be hundreds of Ballista bolts there, so much that my camera went sideways, and Saitama doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. So instead of a super spray, I'm going to do a super beam, and I'm aiming for the center of his mass, right there. I'm waiting for the camera to stop moving. I'm gonna get nice and low, and I'm aiming for his chest. And I don't know if you know this, I'm gonna be holding down this button. I'll move the mouse around a little bit, and you can look at the bottom of the screen, and you can see a little outline of the tips of the spear. Now, I have been doing this for at least 60 seconds. There are countless Ballista bolts in there. Look at the tips. Look at those tips. Are you kidding? Oh, I'm going inside the tips. The slug impacts Saitama to the point where half of the slugs are through Saitama. Oh my god, and my camera is almost upside down. How did he dodge to the left? Saitama literally dodged half the slugs. Are you kidding me? Well, you know what, Saitama? Dodge this. I'm going right into your torso at point blank range. Dodge this, One Punch Man. Eat steel! And most of it missed. And some of it hit. And he's still alive! There's gotta be some way to do this. There's gotta be some way in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator to defeat the One Punch Man. There's gotta be some way in Tabs to beat Saitama. And I think I know what it is. And it's not anything you would expect. It's not black holes. It's not mass explosion. It's not massive damage. In fact, it's freezing. If the One Punch Man freezes solid, he actually might die in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. So I will be surrounding the One Punch Man with so many ice arrows. I will do my best to freeze him into a Saitama cube, a Saitama-sicle. In theory, I know this works. In practice, I've never tried. I have an obnoxious amount of ice arrows. Is this the moment? Is this what we have been waiting for? Let's find out. Wait, we did it! We did it! We froze the One Punch Man solid. It is possible. It just takes a little bit of creative use of game mechanics.